Hey everyone, Sam Brabham here, driver of the AMG GTR GT4 car, number 17 for Love Racing. I'm going to show you a little bit about the car. We're here at the Ben Motorsport Park for round 2 of our championship this season, and I'm just going to take you around the car inside and out, just show you what this car is all about and some of the comparisons between this, the road car, but also the GT3 car. So the first thing really is the front splitter here and the sort of winglets that we have on the side. The engine derived from the road car, specifically about 540 horsepower, but because of the global balance of performance that SRO set, we actually run like 350 to 400 depending on the mapping that we're allowed to use. So there's an awful lot more in this engine that we could use, but we're not allowed just from regulation to match all the cars evenly. I'll show you around a little bit more from the side. At the moment we've got our wets on. It's been raining here today. This morning was dry, afternoon was wet, so we've got wet tyres and then a full slick tyre as well for the drive from Pirelli, which I have to say is, for an endurance tyre, is fantastic for our hour-long races we have. Moving around the side, some of the differences as well. The GT3 car has a lot more winglets along the side here, whereas us, a fairly flat floor as we come around a little bit further, heading towards our rear wing. So quite a small rear wing in comparison to the GT3. It's actually almost similar to some of the GT cars that you see on the road and the road car variants. We can adjust it here. You can see the different angles, and that depends on the circuit that we're going to go to, how we're going to adjust the wing angle to get performance out of the car, but also if we raise it too much, then straight line speed's an issue. Coming around to the back, a huge difference between the GT4 cars and the GT3 cars you might see is the lack of a rear diffuser. For us, we've got a really flat floor. If you look at a GT3 car, it's got this huge rear diffuser with slats all the bottom. If you actually looked underneath, you're able to see how the airflow is channeled to generate downforce, to shift the car lower to the ground to generate grip. And that's one of the major differences, other than it being a smaller car in general. Now I'm just going to take you for a look on the inside of the car. On the inside of the car now, we've got more of an F1 style steering wheel. There's nothing on the top of it. You can only hold it on the sides. We've got our pit speed limiter, we've got our radio button, a whole bunch of other things to help with the dash. On the inside here is where all the really important stuff is. Other than to turn the car on, we've got our ABS and traction control systems. Now these systems are very similar to the GT3 car. We'll tinker these between wet settings and dry settings depending on the conditions. Thanks for coming a ride around the car with me, Sam Brabham. Make sure you tune in live all weekend, 7+, and enjoy all the action from trackside.